Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and I know I don't usually review this show, but as I told you, when big episodes come out of comedies, I review the episode because this certainly was a very big episode of Mom. This is going to be my review for Mom Season 1, Episode 9, Zombies and Cobb Salad. This episode was amazing, in my opinion. There was a couple problems I had with it, but overall, other than the problems I had with it, I think it was the best episode of the season, without a doubt. Best episode of the season. They really did a great job with this episode, and it really taught a lot of lessons to us, and Allison Janey's performance in this episode, by far, was amazing. She really deserves that People's Choice Award. She was both very funny and both very heartbreaking. So, this episode, why was the reason I stopped watching Mom? The reason I stopped watching Mom was basically because it basically just became the sex show. Every other storyline was about sex, and that was not how it was in the first 4 episodes. But towards, the 6th episode, it started to become all about sex. And I thought that got really annoying, so I just stopped watching the show completely. But tonight's episode definitely changed my opinion of that because it made sense as to why it was all about sex, because most of it had to do with Bonnie's character. As we see, Bonnie is an Alcoholics Anonymous. She's not really taking it seriously, but she's very concerned because she's just lost her job. And when Christy hears about this, she's really concerned about her mom. Bonnie just does not want to talk about it. She says, just let's not talk about her or whatever. She's playing it really just as a silly thing. And, so, basically, then what ends up happening is you see that she actually loses her house. Why is she losing her house? Because Bonnie has relapsed. She is still drinking the alcohol, and that is why I assume that the reason that she was talking to Christy about, having sex with Adam and everything, that episode, I think it was because probably that was the alcohol talking. She was completely drunk and she just was so hammered, I think, in that scene. And she was hammered in a lot of scenes. But basically, she loses her job. She decides to come live with Christy. And Christy's just really, really concerned about her. So she ends up sending two of Bonnie's most hated enemies. I mean, this was pretty big what she did. Marjorie and Regina. And basically, they end up talking to her and they said, you know what, we need to fix this. We need to get this done. And she talks to them and everything. And she actually starts to open up. First, we hear that Marjorie, is actually having a good life. At first, she was, going through drugs and everything. But now she's having a really good life. She found a job. She has a husband. She, got her teeth back. It's really great for her. Regina's having some struggles, though. Regina is very worried that she could be going to prison. And she's just really, really concerned that that's what's going to happen to her, that she's going to end up in prison. And Bonnie really starts to open up about her life. Because what we find out is that, when Bonnie started drinking apparently at 15, 16 years old, and this was the time when she was starting, when she had Christy and everything. And pretty much what ended up happening was that Christy, no, not Christy, but Bonnie, Christy's father abandoned her completely, so Bonnie was forced to take care of Christy on her own, and Bonnie just started drinking throughout all the pain or whatever. And through this, she starts to realize, you know what, I was a terrible mother to Christy. I need to go apologize to her. And then comes the one scene that I thought was not good. Yeah, this one scene basically with all the waiters and they're getting high and everything. And Christy says, are you all getting high? The waiter comes in, they say, were you two getting high? And they say, yes. And he says, count me in. Isn't the whole message of this episode is don't drink, don't do drugs? You're telling people to do drugs now. You're playing that as a light thing, and that was the main problem in this episode. It was very small problem because it wasn't most of the episode. Most of the episode had to do with her getting over her alcohol addiction and everything. And so eventually she does apologize to Christy, but Christy she doesn't seem to want to hear an apology. she goes to the Alcoholics Anonymous class, and she says that, you know what, from now on, I actually do want to take this class seriously. I'm actually going to work better at it and everything. But Christy says, you know what, I'm ashamed of you. All your life, all you have done is apologize to me, and I'm tired of it. I want you to stop apologizing to me so much and start worrying about yourself. And this really hits Bonnie when Christy says this. Because Bonnie realizes, oh shit, I gotta get my life together. Because obviously Christy doesn't care, what I'm, she doesn't want to hear apologies from me. I gotta get my life together. Her plan was basically to go sober already, but, and also, the performance, I think, in Allison Janey in those two scenes were really amazing. And the change in her look was also really amazing. I mean, she looked awful. But I mean, she was drunk, so what'd you expect? So, then we get back to the house, and she's talking to Christy, and basically what she says is that she is going to basically, she wants to stay, she's gonna stay at their house, she's gonna help her with, Violet and everything. She's gonna help her with that. And she's going to help her once the baby is born. And she plans on being a life coach. Now, Christy says that's a great idea, but how are you going to do this when you're broke and homeless? And, she says, well, maybe I need to rethink that out. So I thought that was kind of funny. But in the end, we see that Christy says, how can you forgive someone who constantly is apologizing to you? And Bonnie said she'll try to be a better mother to her and everything. She's sorry she can't be a better mother. And she really hopes that, she could be a better mother for her. And that's basically how the episode ended. So, this was a pretty big episode tonight, but there was one main concern I had with this episode. I felt the episode was way too silly in some parts, especially the scenes between Regina and Bonnie. I thought the scenes with them fighting was ridiculous. We need to see a much more serious episode. Yes, there were scenes that were serious in tone, and this was a very good episode, but all the silly stuff did not need to happen. Yes, the stuff with her living at the house was funny, but like Regina attacking her, that was stupid. We should have seen a bond in Regina, in Marjorie, and Bonnie, and I didn't really see that. I saw more of a, just they don't like each other, and we already knew they did not like each other, so why do we need to explore the storyline again? I don't know, but they felt they needed to explore the storyline again. Why? I don't know, but they did. So, pretty much that's how the episode was. So, let me know what you guys saw this episode. This was a pretty big episode, definitely. I definitely enjoyed this episode the most out of all the episodes of this show. Since, the first 4 episodes. The first, episodes 5, 6, and 7, and 8, I did not like this episode. I really did like, except for the comedy stuff. What do you think that she's going to be able to get her life together now? Do you think that maybe, she will move out of the house? What do you think? That's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.